Alright, I'm very sorry about that. Just had my camera, the batteries died, basically. Alright, here we go. Move the thumb drivey thing over to the side. Okay, here is our first page. You can see plainly printed there, Dr. Katz. From what I remember, Dr. Katz, he was the doctor in charge of the Manhattan 2 project. The Manhattan 2 project is a secret government project under wraps around World War II and towards the end of World War II, but it was after the Manhattan Project which started the atomic bomb. I won't actually declassify the information of what the Manhattan 2 project entailed. I do remember it, though, for the most part. But I don't feel I should tell you quite yet, because it had to do with splitting something much worse than the atom. Let's just leave it at that. Anyway, this notebook probably belonged to Dr. Katz. That's why his name is scribbled in there. It's on almost every page, or rather every other page. There's some kind of burning on the edges right here. I thought it was from fire, but I ran some tests. It's actually not from fire. It's from something else that I recognize, and I'm not willing to disclose that to you also, just as this right here, this blue stuff. Right there. It's not water, because these happened at the same time according to the dating I did. And the burn may be only on this page and a little bit on the next page. But the water is everywhere, and it's not actually water. I'll tell you what that is later also. Over here you can see we've got some random scribbles. Let me adjust the light. Here we've got, let me see, here we go. We've got a box right here. We've got the letter A. This is the letter A in this alphabet. I recognize that one right away. A little bit higher, this is part of the map I was referring to. It may not look like much, but it's a bunch of stuff. This right here, the splitting chamber. Basically what a splitting chamber would look like to the naked eye. And it's a quick sketch, nothing in detail. This is still part of the map. Over here, these are the symbols. This says here, this says there. Pretty simple. This right here, not quite sure what it says quite yet. I'm working on deciphering that. Alright. This, I'll get to this page later. Alright. This says Nixon is dead. And then it's got this date right here. I figured out that this is 13 and this is 13. I've yet to figure out what this is. But this is 13, 13, and then presumably this is a year. I don't know if this is the date and this is the month, or this month or this is the date, but considering that they're both the same number, right now, I don't really care. Although it's strange to have a 13th month. But, put that aside, I've realized that right now, nothing is strange. This is a river, this is, Dr. Katz always called it his water black. I don't know why, it was his own little niche thing. I'll get into this thing later. This is really, really important. Okay, over here, I'm not quite sure what any of this means. This is the same writing, but it's scribbled out. I don't know why. So when I figure out what this page means, I'll let you know. But the symbol right there in the comet or the star or whatever, I recognized it. Let's see if I can find that page. This is my symbol. I don't know what it is yet, but it's my symbol. And at the bottom, how do I know it's my symbol? Because that's my code name. Oh, I'm not too sure who I am anymore. I woke up and my code name was Crow. My initials were CROW, but according to this book, and from what I remember now, my code name was Shade Man. And this was my symbol that I chose for myself. I don't know what it stands for now, but I'm working towards figuring that out. Oh well. I'm starting to approach 6 minutes and 30 seconds on this documentary. I'll show you a brief overview of the rest of the book. More dates. Goes into the 90s. In fact, the next date is, in fact, let's see if I can find it. Right here. Found it. Hang on, lighting's cutting. Straight. Here we go. 2012. Can you? Yeah, can't cut. Let me just. Come on, work with me, lighting. There, 2012. All major world nations merged their armies into one world military. The control of the world military is in the new Soviet Union's hands. I bought this bulletin board, and I've jotted down some notes in that dialect so it can't be, recorded or anything. No one could come in and read and see what I'm working on. They'll just think I'm writing some book or some kind of gibberish. See, you can't even read that, believe me. It took me hours to figure out simple basics of their grammar and such. This whole chart and everything, I'll explain this all later. This is all mind-numbing headache. Something someone in ontology would really enjoy. Metaphysics, that kind of stuff. To say, this is Crow signing off. Revealed a lot, and believe me, there's more to come. That's not all I know, but that's pretty close to all I know right now. That's about it. This is Crow saying goodbye, Carol. Good luck, unknown. And to Agent Wraith, keep on trekking. I love the bit about memory. Because right now, that applies to me more than ever.